Hey loves, it's me again. Y'all take what y'all need to take, leave the rest. Remember that awareness is half the battle and that we heal, we love, and we rise above it all. Okay, spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, the Most High God, we ask for the truth and nothing but the truth, only the ancestors of the light. Okay, we ask for the truth and nothing but the truth. Y'all, and here's the thing about what I just said and how I almost said it backwards and then look, and that is a sign within itself. Okay. Um, y'all look, you see how let me do the intro. Yeah, see, and then I did do the intro. Y'all see what's going on here, right? This is a message within itself, okay? And it's so crazy because the message, and normally what I just said about answers of the light, da da da. I normally do that before I get on here, right? But it's so funny, y'all, because the message that God has given to me was do not be distracted, right? Don't be distracted because they're going to try to distract you. They've been trying to distract you, right? For a lot of you, this has not happened yet, but you see how the energy just tried to distract me from, right, doing my intro, my prayer before I even got on it, right? Then not only that, and these are all distractions, right? Then not only that, I said, let me do my intro. I already did my intro, right? So this is like a trip up, slip up, whatever. And see, and that's confirmation too. They want you to trip up. They want you to slip up. They want you to, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's so funny. And God, whatever energy that is, we throw it out the window, okay? And I'm going to say this one more time. I call upon my angels, my ancestors, my spiritual guides, and my spirit team, all of the purest and the highest white light only. We ask for the truth and nothing but the truth, okay? And all other energies known and unknown that wants to stop, block, or interrupt this read or simply just don't want the truth to come out. We block them, we block them, we block them, okay? Ashe, amen, amen, thank you, right? So, and that's how repetitive I have been doing my prayer. Y'all see how I just did it again and it was just so swift and just so like, you get me? But the message here is, y'all, do not get distracted because what's coming up here is if you've been following the reads, y'all, it's been and even if you haven't been watching my readings in order and they just pop up on your page, just know that it's for you at that time, okay? But if you have been watching them in sync, there is a storyline here. And it's not even just a storyline, but it's like more so of this is actually what's happening in the time, right? So we just did a read. Ooh, confirmation. See, so we just did a read on. Oh, confirmation again. We just did a read on you won, okay, and they're mad that you won, right? And so they're trying to do this, do that, da 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 da. But now it's like, okay, now that they know you won, now that they tried their little one too, now it's time to distract you from what God is trying to tell you. And it's crazy and where your direction is supposed to go, right? And it's so crazy how I got the messages. Yeah, and I love how God speaks to me and thank you so much, right? But how I got the message was I'm just sitting up here. And also, before I finish that, because it's coming to me now, Spirit is saying, for those of you that have not really been, that have been getting a lot of sleep, right? And you just feel like, dang, I'm so tired, 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 tired. Spirit has said, go take that nap. Okay, rest when your body is calling you to rest because God is trying to talk to you in your dreams, okay, or in your resting state. Okay, that's when, of course, you already know that's when you're more vulnerable. That's when you're relaxed. That's when God can come in and speak and do. You get what I'm saying? So that is a side note for somebody. But back to what I was saying. How I got the message, y'all. I'm just sitting up chilling or whatever, and I keep hearing like chatter in the background. But y'all, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I got up at 5 today. Okay, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just hearing chatter. Now, mind you, there is nobody outside there, and I'm just like, but as I'm hearing the chatter, a lot of stuff in the background, I'm thinking the front room TV is on, and it's not, and I'm knowing that it's not. So I still sit there, right? I still sit there, and I'm just like, what is all this chatter? And but mind you, I stayed focused on whatever I was doing, but I took heed to what was going on in the background. So for somebody in this moment, that's what's going to be happening. Yes, Spirit wants you to take heed to what's going on, but don't go insert yourself in the background. You get what I'm saying? So say for instance, you're focused on something. God got you focused on something. God got your attention. God, you know what I'm saying? And you just start hearing and seeing, and this people just trying to throw you off, right? Distract you to get you to pay attention or to look their way. Spirit say, no, stay focused on me. Take heed to, yes, they're in the background. Okay, so God may, like, say for instance, um, somebody's in your face, but kind of like at a distance, and right? God may tell you take a little glance just to pay attention to your surroundings, right? It's only going to be enough attention to where it's like, okay, that's what's going on. Okay, let me focus my energy back here. Yes, of course, pay attention to your surroundings, but Spirit is highly saying, do not insert yourself in what's going on. Even if people try to be like, hey, look at me, or hey, this is what's going on over here, and they actually come up to you, or they try to get you involved in the background BS, Spirit is saying no. Okay? God is saying no. Don't insert yourself. Because yes, it is a distraction. 777. They know what's coming for you. They know what's, even if they are not like physically aware, the spirit or whatever it is that's operating behind them knows. Okay. And Spirit is saying they know. So they're trying, or going to try to, distract you. Okay. Um, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna pull out the pink cards today, because I definitely feel like this is definitely a message pertaining towards you, and maybe like the forward movements that you may have. And I want somebody to know what's for you is for you. Nobody can take it. Nobody can. And I feel like for some of you, this is why you may see a lot of people copying you, a lot of people doing this and doing that, because they want you to get upset that, it's like they want you to question yourself and your value. So when you're noticing like, hey, this person is copying me, or they're trying to be me, or they're trying to like embody my energy, or they're trying to, I want you to know that even if they're doing that, it's nothing they could take away from you, but they're hoping that you will stop being you and turn into a whole new character. Sometimes God will elevate you to the point and upgrade you to the point where God will start bringing out your many sides to you, to the point where today you might be your first name, right? And tomorrow you may act your middle name. And then the next day you may act like your last name. You get what I'm saying? Just, you got somebody, you do have multiple personalities to you. And I definitely feel like all of those are going to start to come out. Um, and a lot of people are going to think that you're fake, and that's okay. Let them think what they think. They're going to think that, oh, they don't know who they are. One day they like this and one day they're like that. But it is you. It's all of you. It's all the many sides to you, right? You're colorful. You're a true character. Okay, and not to say a character is goofy, but you're a character, meaning you have a healing side, you have a loving side, you have a soft side. Okay, you got the fun side, you got the playful side, you got the, and somebody you could dress how you feel every day, okay? Or like one day you may get a burst to dressed in the 90s, right? Then you might have like a little 80s little taste that you want to do the next day. Then you might have, and spirit is going to start opening this up to somebody where it's like, yes, be your colors. You get what I'm saying? Your colors. You don't have to just be one way. But also what I'm picking up here is like spirit is like saying like be like, okay, so it's like be you, because when people are copying you and doing this and doing this, I know that's kind of off topic a little bit, but it's kind of like somebody needed to hear it, but it's like because they're hoping that you forfeit you. This is why they're copying you. Of course they want to be you, of course they're purposely, because they're hoping that you will put you down, right? Meaning like you'll be like, you know what, I'm done being me, I'm gonna be something else or somebody else, or I'm just gonna go black or white. You know what I'm saying? Just plain Jane. And but that's when, for some of you, that is when God started to close you off to a lot of people, because not only, say for instance, the people do look at you as emo, or they're quiet, or they're boring, or whatever it is, and you're not boring, right? But it's like now you get around certain people, you close your energy off, you close your light off. There's a lot of people that's used to you being the light around them, okay? Not to say you're dark around them, but it's more so like there is a limbo energy with you when it comes to um people being around you. There's like a stale energy. Not to say that you're stale, but it's like they're looking to feed off of your energy. And because you're quiet, and because you're not like exuding your light and all of that, it's like they don't know how to move. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to feed. They don't know. You get what I'm saying? Because you're so like to yourself, and you're not exuding your colors. So it's like it is dull. And then you may see somebody like try to be the old you, right? You may try to see somebody try to take like or have like authority over you, or you may see somebody try to be in a playful energy like how you used to be, right? Or you may see, and this is how you know who's been studying you. This is how you know who's been watching you. This is how you know who's been copying you. This is how you know. But they're doing it to try to get you to open back up. Okay? And spirit is like, no, baby, when you get home, go be free. But right now, I'm finna show you something. I'm finna show you that these people really had no character to them. These people really didn't know their identity, and you did. And now that you're closed off, all they have, and in this moment and in this session, you're growing, you're elevating, you're a whole new person, right? But you've kept that to yourself. And because you've kept that to yourself, these people are embodying the old you. They're embodying your old energy. And you see that and you're like, dang. And they keep doing it. But the whole time you're thinking and you're looking like, I'm a whole new person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still have that side to me. That side may be more upgraded or more whatever it is. But it's like spirit wanted you to start observing, okay? And understanding and noticing and seeing, right? And then you will have the people that try to mock your energy, right? Embody your energy, try to fake match your energy. So be mindful of that too, okay? So you may have some energies that try to match your energy, okay? Like a little shadow, okay? They may try to match your energy, right? But spirit is like, don't feed it, y'all. Like, whoever you are, spirit is just saying, do not feed it. Okay? They're trying to fake be aligned with you or acting like they're on your level and they're not. Okay? They're trying to mirror you. Okay? So it's okay to keep a lot of things to yourself. And God wants you to start keeping everything to yourself. Keep your life private. And back in the day, they used to say that, like, keep your life private. Don't be telling everybody what you got going on. Now, I see and understand the higher perception of that. Don't let everybody in your home. Don't let everybody know your business. Okay? Don't let everybody, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, today, y'all, And for some of you, you're just like this. And I feel like this happened for a reason. Okay? There is a man yesterday. Now, there's a Pacific gas station that I always go into. And I went yesterday. And you know they say with chosen seeds and stuff like that, people just automatically start opening up to you and telling them their life story. I kid you not, as soon as I walked in the door, he came up to me and was like, oh my God, I just feel like my boss is up my butt and doing this and doing that. Now, mind you, y'all, you never know, because something kept pushing me to go to this store. And it's late at night. So I'm like, why are you telling me to go to this store? You know, and I'm just like trying to fight it, like, But there was a push, 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 like, go, go, go. And so I finally get up and I go, right? And I walk in, and that's what he said. He came to me, he was like, oh my God, I just feel like my boss is so up my butt, da-da-da-da, woo. I may be tripping, but I just feel like she has it out for me, or whatever the case, da-da-da-da. Now, mind you, this man has a light on him, very positive, you know, just all of that, right? And it's so crazy because one day God led me to that same gas station in the morning, in the rising one time, and I seen his boss just on his butt, treating him like trash. And he like, and it's like he was like kind of oblivious to it, but me walking into the situation, I'm thinking to myself, like, why is she treating him like that? Like, why is she talking to him like that? Like, why is she? And he just in his glow, like he just in his light, like being positive, being. And the God told me it's his spirit, it's his light that she don't like. Okay. And he came to me today, y'all, and I said, that's crazy that you said. He said, don't tell nobody. I said, I won't, you know, and I told him, I said, it's so crazy because the other day I came in here, and I normally don't even go to this gas station in the Horizons. So I said, I came in here and you were about to leave, and I guess you were telling her everything that you did, you know, what you had, you know, and I just walked in, and I felt her energy, like she was talking to you, and I'm just sitting back and I'm telling him, like, I'm sitting here, like, why is she talking to him like that? Why is she treating him like that? Like, what? And then I told him, I said, it's your light. It's your light. And he got to talk to. And when I kid y'all not, we was in this gas station talking for about good 30 minutes. I kid you not. He told me everything. And it's so crazy. Long story short, I was leaving out, and he was like, oh my God, I really feel like I needed to talk to you. I don't know why I just felt like that, but I did. He was like, and I feel so much better. And I was like, I'm so happy that you do. He was like, I needed that. And he was like, thanks to you, you know, that energy is like off of me, like, because he was like, he was like, she dampened my mood for a couple of days. And he was like, I'm not that person to, you know, really let nobody do that, and he was like, I really felt some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And I would just kept telling him, like, you know, don't take it personal, you know what I'm saying? It's your light. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need. And I told him, just like, you know, giving him advice, like, next time she do that, just ignore her. You know what I'm saying? Now that you're aware of, you know, what she's trying to do, she's trying to defame your character, and then everybody like you, so then it's like she's trying to get everybody that like you to turn against you. Like, this lady was doing so much to this man. And y'all know how we're there sometimes when God put us in these type of situations to call judgment, because mind you, I know that person is a good person, right? And I also walked in the day when she was treating him like that, right? So there also has to, and there was also incidents where I guess she's treated him even worse, and it was recent. And so it's just like God moves through us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it uplifted whatever was on him, released off of him. And he was like, y'all, when I say he was so happy, he was so happy, he was so thankful. Like, he was just like, oh my gosh, like, it was like a big relief, because you know how it is when you know you're not tripping, and you know you're not treating nobody no kind of way. And it was stuff that she was saying to him, like trying to project to him, and he was like, and so for some of y'all, this is what be going on, this is what be happening. And he was just like, yeah, one day she came in here, the other day she came in here, and we're just talking, and she's like, oh, I don't know what you got going on at home, but don't bring that energy this way and da 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 da. And she was basically just saying like he had a terrible energy on him. And mind you, he like, my energy was good. Like, and she was like, oh, I feel like you're talking to me this way and da 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 da. And I said, wow, she just tried to project on you. I said, she was projecting on you. She wanted you to go home and have a bad day. She was trying to project something in your home life to go wrong. And then this is what these people try to do, y'all. They try to play reverse psychology on you. And he like, when I say like I didn't have a tone with her, like nothing. And trust me, y'all, I know this person. So it's like he's all, even when he talks to her, he's just happy. He's in a good mood. Like, yes, he got this done, he got that done, you know. And you know, people don't like that. When you're somebody that, and that's another thing that I was telling him. I said she probably feel intimidated because the other store likes you, and when they try to get you, she like, oh no, you know, but try to make you seem like a bad employee, but really you was a great employee. You get everything done. You know what I'm saying? And she's like the boss. So it's like she probably simply feel intimidated by you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, oh, I didn't want her job. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you don't have to want her job, but she feels some kind of way versus um accepting that, okay, I have me a good worker. You know what I'm saying? Versus, oh, who did he? And y'all, that used to happen to me plenty of times. I didn't have people try to stop me from higher positions, okay, going up in the companies. Like they even tried to blackball me on here, shadow ban me here, you know, and it's just like, and they kept flagging my videos. Me on TikTok, they was doing the same thing. Every time I go live on this, here comes somebody flagging my stuff, and we ain't even talk. You know what I'm saying? They just mad, you know. And so, collective, I definitely, and I said that story to say this. Somebody, you're here, you will be brought in certain situations like that to call judgment, to free people. You're here to free people as well. You have an assignment, you have a mission. Okay? Don't force it. Just let it come. If God guides you to, like, okay, for example, one time, I'm gonna tell y'all another story, y'all. And God is so good, y'all. Ancestors of the light, so good. Like, it's so crazy because one day something kept telling me, go to Burger King, go to Burger King, Burger King, Burger King. And I'm like, I don't want no Burger King. You know? Y'all. I'm like, I don't want no Burger King, honey. But Spirit said, take your booty and you go to that Burger King. And I know I told this story before, but I went to, long story short, I went to the Burger King. And when I go to the Burger King, y'all, it was a man that was hungry. And I'm standing in line and, you know, and I'm just watching everything. It's like 5 people were in front of me and I'm standing in line or whatever. And I guess he has been working at this Burger King just to eat. So she don't pay him with cash, she pay him in food. And he just some person off the street or whatever that just needed food and he was willing to work for his food. And them the type of people that you do want to give to, because some of these people out here, y'all, they be sent in trying to do magic on you. You give them money, they trying to destiny swat. Like, you got to be mindful of all that too. But anyway, go in or whatever. Now he's like, you got any work for me today? You know, and she's like, no, not today. Da 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 da. Woo woo. And she was like, maybe tomorrow. So da 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 da. And he was like, please, you know, please, please, please. And I'm just praying for him at this time. You know, he was like, I'm hungry and this and that and da da da. And I'm just praying for him, right? And why this man get behind me, or he get close to me, and he come up to me and he asked me for some money. Now, mind you, I barely had it. You know what I'm saying? But I end up giving to him, you know? And it's just so crazy because God will put you in these situations or positions to help people. This is how you know we are also gods, y'all. Gods and goddesses, demigods, okay, and demi-goddesses, because think about it, I was praying for him in that line. Not only did God send me to that location, but as I was seeing it, and all I had really for him was a prayer. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dang, I need my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really got it, you know? And he came next to me. You get what I'm saying? And I end up giving it to him. You know, I end up giving him the money or whatever to get his food, pay for his food or whatever. But that goes to show you that, like, God will have you do something, y'all. And this is why a lot of people be like, oh, well, if God this, if God just so great and da 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 da, well, why this be happening to children? Why this be, you know why a lot of stuff happen to children and certain people and stuff? Because you was the one that saw it. You was the one that witnessed it. You was the one that knew what was going on and happened. And you didn't say nothing. You didn't do nothing. You didn't listen to God's voice. You didn't listen to the direction. And you sat and did nothing. And God was trying to move through you. And you sat and you allowed it to happen. So then that's when God will bring somebody else in. Like, and it's so crazy, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Long story short, and I know I'm telling probably too much of my business, but I was being essayed, right, as a child. Now, mind you, everybody freaking knew. Like, dang near everybody in the family knew. Everybody, you know. And the people in the household knew, right? Nobody was doing nothing. I'm just a big crybaby, crying my little eyes out. So I get to like high school, middle school, and stuff like that. And God kept bringing like cholos around me and people that actually handle it, you know. And it's so crazy because it started being like, okay, the people that went to my school, I don't know, I was just surrounded by a lot of masculines, and I didn't think about it at the time because I already just spoke up, spoke out. You know, I knew I was adopted, so it's like this not really my family, you know. But God kept bringing men around me. And at this time, you gotta think about it. I'm being SA, so I really don't want nothing to do with no men, no, you know what I'm saying? But me and guys were like close and cool, you know what I'm saying? And so, um, I'm wondering why all these men so attracted to me, and not just attracted to me, you know, romantically or nothing like that. But I had a lot of people that was like brothers to me, you know, things like that. But I didn't open up because of what I knew what was going on. Then in my head, I'm thinking like, you know, um, shoot, if I say something and nobody do nothing, and then they find out that I said something, who knows what would happen to me? Like, I'm a kid, I'm a child, so I'm thinking about all of this. Then I was threatened and all this, so it's like then they tried to make me seem like an outcast and that I was this terrible child. So it's just like when you notice that, you see that, you stay quiet, right? You try to maneuver around certain things the best way that you can. And it got to the point where some of the guys that was I went to school with was coming over my house because so-called had like a brother or whatever, and was coming over my house all the time, spending the night all the time. So it's kind of like God would have these people over just to make sure he wouldn't come upstairs, right? It's like God would have all these people over because it's like if something was to ever get, you could tell one of them and they already got insights, and you know what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? But I was protected in a sense. You feel me? So it's like it be a lot, it just be a lot of stuff where like God will really have you shielded and surrounded by protection, and you don't even know that you're shielded and surrounded by protection. And when I got older, it made sense to me. I was like, oh, that's why such and such, ooh, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh snap! I didn't see it back then. Back then I did, y'all. I don't know why I didn't see it. Back then I didn't see it, but when I got older, I was like, that's why it was so many masculines. That's why it was so many this, so many that. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And it just be like, God is good, y'all, and God show up in many different ways. Many different ways. Many freaking fracking different ways. But sometimes the problem be a lot of us don't listen. So you could be guided to do something for somebody and it'll be strong, and then you don't do it. And of course, gotta try to bring somebody else in to help. You gotta always have a plan A, plan B, plan C. you know but if you're really want to be used by God, or just allow God to let God use you. Let God use you, and God be using you. God be using you to trap people. Let me tell you, I'm telling you, I done had that happen too. God will use you to trap people, catch people. God will use you to help people, heal people. God will use you for a lot of things, y'all. It's not just one thing God will use you for. You know what I'm saying? God will use you for a lot of things. Some of you really are an angel. Like, you really are an earth angel. You really are an earth angel. And don't even, and y'all, it's been so many times like that happened where God would send me somewhere, and I'd be like, dang, you just keep, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, no wonder God brought me here. Like, no wonder. You may not know. That's why some things where it's like, dang, I don't even go to that store, but God kept telling me to go to this store. And then you later on find out why it was meant for you to go to this store. You know what I'm saying? Like, one time, something happened to, like, my car, right? And I didn't know where to go get it fixed. I didn't know, like, and I'm thinking, like, dang, where can I? And a specific name kept popping up. And I'm like, they wouldn't know how to do that. Like, they wouldn't know how to, and I end up calling anyway. Y'all, why the heck they was the right place to go to? Like, that's one of the main things that they do. And I'm like, child, this whole time I never knew this. And some just kept telling me, call this place. I called too. They came and fixed it too, y'all. And I was like, dang, okay. So whenever somebody may be on your mind heavy, Spirit is like, call them. But it'll be like, don't get it confused. Because there's a difference between somebody pulling on your energy to get you to call them versus God. The God feeling is different. You're going to know, like, oh, no. It's just like when you walk in a room and some tell you leave. It's that heavy. It's literally, and that just fell, y'all. So, and I feel like that is a sign. Okay, and we finna see what that falling was about. The remote is on the ground, right? So, 333. We there. I guess Spirit finna get deep. Hold on. The remote is on the ground, which means for somebody, I'm picking up this energy of you kept falling and getting back up. And it's like I caught the main thing. Like, the main thing I caught, right? And some stuff did fall, some stuff did, but it was nothing to put it back in its place, right? You know that saying where God is like, what you lost, I'll give it back to you double, right? It's that energy where you may have failed a couple of times, but you didn't fall completely, but it dang near felt like you did, right? And the remote was on the ground, which means there was energies trying to control, right? There was energies trying to control the narrative, right? Think about all these stories I just said. The man at the gas station, the lady was trying to control the narrative, right? um just think about someone trying to control um the narrative and actually trying to manipulate the energy. Remember, I literally just said something about there's a difference between somebody pulling on your energy and God actually pushing you to do something, right? Understand the two, understand, overstand the two, right? But because the remote will fail on the ground, it's like for somebody, it's like no more of that. This is why God had to put you through what God put you through so that you can identify these keys, right? You could pick these keys up, right? You could take back the controller. You are now in control over your life. Somebody, this is why you kept falling and getting back up, falling and getting back up, falling and getting back up, because there was other energies trying to control your life, right? And you know, when you're children, and that's when it starts for most, you know, because they want to try to get you as a child, because children are smart. Okay. They move literally with spirit. Okay. And this is why they try to get you at a young age. And then they do it to you as you're growing up, and then they like twist your mind up, right? What you know to be true to your soul and spirit, they try to tell you that it's wrong. Now that everybody is getting older and everybody is growing, those that you know are gifted and meant to see the truth and know the truth are now going back the right way, right? Things are now shifting, and it's shifting back to its regular orbit, right? Think about like the original, right? This is the original way things go, right? And what these people try to do is try to do this. Swoop, we're going to reverse it. We're going to make it go the opposite way. Okay? We're going to make it go the opposite way. And somebody, now that you're older, you're starting to realize what has happened to you, what is happening to you, and now you're going back the right way. Okay? You see these planets here, the orbit. Things are being put back in its rightful place. Y'all, we had 37 minutes. I ain't put no car. Spirit just been going and going and going and going and going. But look. That's what's happening, y'all. And this is why you had to go through what you had to go through. Because it's like somebody you didn't know. You know how I literally just said I was young, y'all. I didn't know. I didn't know that was my protection. Like, I didn't know. I even had a friend tell me, oh, Lexus. Because it ended up getting out or whatever. And this is like, we out of school about 10 years. And, you know, they're like, Lexus, what? That's why we were there. That's why we was there. And I'm like, dang, I didn't know. And I basically just explained to them, like, why I never said nothing. Because they knew. And I didn't know that they knew. I didn't. And then later on, come to find out that they knew. And this is a person that I thought was an angel to me, like someone very sweet. You know, it was like my kindred spirit, you know. And yep, he was all like, Lexus, that's why we was there. And I'm like, dang. But it just goes to show you, I end up making it out and all of that other stuff. But that's how you know God wanted this person to get God. And then, you know, another thing too, it's like people like gotta have like certain people kind of reach out to you, and then or gotta tell you to reach out to certain people, then all of a sudden certain things start getting revealed. Like that person that did what they did to me ended up almost being on their deathbed or whatever, you know. And it was like God warning this person, and somebody came and told me about it. And you know, and it's just like a lot of things had happened because, You know, I remember just being little and getting picked up from school, and then the person almost went to jail, or they did go to jail, or they did go to jail, and the parents really didn't have the money to bail them out and had to call other people, and you get what I'm saying? So it's like stuff was happening when I was a child, you know, to where it was like warnings to this person. But it's like a lot of people don't look at stuff like that, you know. And you know, God has a way of dealing with certain people their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like God has a way with dealing with certain people its own way. You know, because everybody's different. Like if somebody like, oh, go ahead and KILL me now, I don't care. God, like, you know what? Since you don't care, I'm gonna make you suffer. It's that kind of energy. You get me? But let's pull some cards, y'all. Whew. All right, spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, the peers in the highest are like, oh yes, for the truth and nothing but the truth. We block out all negative energies and all the energies known and unknown that does not want the truth to come out. Dance with life. What did I say? The flow. Okay. The flow is coming back to you, right? The way that things are supposed to be is coming back to you, right? It says, do something to change your energy. Now, with this do something to change your energy here, what I'm picking up here is remember, because you're dancing with life, right? And do something to change your energy. Remember, I said at the beginning, these energies are trying to distract you. They're trying to do something to change your energy. Okay, these energies are trying to do something to change your flow, to change your energy. And actually what I want to do here is because then at the bottom of the deck you have trust your path. Somebody, you are a starseed here, and then you have keepers of the earth. It says you are not alone. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay, and what are we literally? What were we just talking about? God is always there. God is always on time. God is always this. God, and y'all, it's so true. Like, man, it's so true. It's so true. Look, you got the star and the wheel of fortune at the bottom of this deck. Okay? Because they know your destiny is being healed. They're trying to do something to change your energy. Okay? And what did I say? They try to reset your destiny to go the opposite way. What did we say? Right? Your destiny to go the opposite way would be this. Would be this, right? It would be the wheel in the reverse. And that's what they were trying to do. And these demons, these devils, these low vibrational energies, they were trying to get it to go their way. You get what I'm saying? They were trying to be on top, right? That's what was happening. They was trying to take your wheel and move it the opposite direction, right? But because it's going back upright, things are being healed here. And so now they're trying to do something to change your energy. Y'all, I love it. I can't get no more clearer than that. Okay? And it's so crazy because when I talked about the guy at the gas station, right? That lady was doing what, y'all? Doing something to change his energy. He said, man, I let it get to me. Like, you know, I really felt some kind of way. She did something to try to change his energy. And then what did God do? God sent me in to put it right back where it needed to be. You get what I'm saying? Oh, child. So, y'all, let me tell you now. All right, anything else with this? Do something to change the energy. For somebody, you're dancing with the flow. Look, Page of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Page of Cups in the reverse? Because this is giving me an energy, yeah. Because they want you to open up. This is giving the energy. Don't say too much, right? Don't be distracted, okay? These people or these energies, they won't, whatever it is that they got up their sleeve, it won't prosper, okay? But they are trying to get you to open up your energy. Yes, they are. Okay, they're trying to get you to give in. That's why I say for some of y'all, these energies are going to try to match your energy, like the energy that they know you have, that you embody. They're going to come up to you in that energy, okay? Or they're going to try to be in that energy around you, okay? But Spirit is saying continue to stand your ground, okay? Continue to stand your ground here. All right, I'm definitely picking up. So that's confirmation of that. So let's get back these pink cards out, y'all. So boom, we got, yes, they're doing something to try to change your energy here. Okay. I just seen trust that Nidju, and we were just talking about that. Trust that inner guidance, that inner voice. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. The great gathering. Okay. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul, tribe. Okay. It's all coming together is definitely giving me an energy like, okay, it's all making sense now. Right? I remember, go back to the guy at the gas station. He was, when I was telling him what I was telling him, he was so like, oh my gosh. Because the first thing he said, I don't know if I'm tripping or not. Like, but I feel like, you know, and I'm like, you're not tripping. And sometimes people need that. Sometimes, and I didn't lie to the guy. I was 100% brutally honest. And he was like, and I was telling him, like, you're not tripping. And he was just like, oh my God, like, you know, I'm like, I needed that. Like, you don't understand, like, you know, and then I'll tell him some, and then he'll tell me some more. And I'll be like, no, that's what that is, you know, and it's all coming together, the great gathering here. It's like I said, it's all making sense. For somebody, it's all making sense to you, or it's about to make sense to you. It's all about to make sense to you. Okay? Spirit, you guys, agents, ancestors, appears in the, yep, starseed will light you up. Because you are a starseed. Okay? You are a starseed. Look, wait, postpone, pause, and say no. Literally, what did I say? These people are going to try to get you to intertwine yourself in their BS. Spirit to say no. Okay? Say no. It says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. That's what I said. Somebody, you're here on a mission. This is confirmation. You're here on a mission. Okay? Channeling and uplifting humanity. And what the story that I literally just told y'all today, what did it do? It uplifted that man. And I know some of y'all got some other stories as well, like stories that you've had. Like somebody, Spirit has said, like, take the time to just, like, after this video, or even like as I'm saying it, pause the video and just literally just think and look back like, dang, when was a time I really felt the nudge to go somewhere and I went and God revealed to me why I needed to be there. Then some of you just take a look back on how many times have someone told you you've changed their life? How many times have someone told you you got good light on you? How many times have someone, you get what I'm saying? Because this is all about your value. And it's like, no more second guessing yourself, no more questioning yourself. Okay? As to the point where who you are. If you ever had the experience where God has guided you and God has saved you. Because God wants somebody to know, like, baby, you are protected. Somebody literally may need to, like, look back on all the times you ever was sad, down, or whatever the case may be, right? And to where you felt like you needed out or you needed help. And think about the people that was around you. Think about how you got out of it. Think about how you was guided to do this and do that to get out. You get what I'm saying? And it's like God wants somebody to know. Your ancestors of the light want you to know, baby, you're protected. Just continue listening to us. And that's what I'm saying. At the beginning of this message, what I say, they're trying to distract you. They don't want you to listen to your ancestors. They don't want you to listen to God. And they're trying to distract you. Because, baby, you keep moving with God. You're moving with God. And you're getting, as you move with God, every day you're getting, think about it, you're literally getting closer and closer and closer and closer to God. You're getting closer and closer and closer to God. And here's the thing about that. And this is what they know. The closer and closer and closer you get to God, they're not going to be able to touch you. The more distant they get from you. It's like you getting closer to God, right? Which leads to that light, right? That heaven on earth, while they in this tunnel. While they still stuck in darkness. They ain't gonna be able to get to you. They ain't gonna be able to distract you. They ain't gonna be able to get you to look over your shoulder. They're not gonna be able to get a reaction. They're not gonna be able to get nothing. Y'all won't even be in the same vicinity. Our spirit wanted me to say household. Y'all won't even be in the same household. God is going to separate you from this person or these people. Y'all won't even be in the same vicinity, the same state, the same country. Nothing. Somebody, you're literally going to be living heaven on earth very soon. If you keep continuing to be with God and walk with your ancestors, baby. And the key is the focus. Because they're going to try to distract you. This is what's been happening all your life. Distract, distract, distract. Every time you get grounded in who you are, y'all, think about every time you got grounded in who you are. And every time you finally hit a good spot in your life, how quick somebody try to come in, how quick they want to come to your house, how quick they want to come see what you got, how quick. Because people can hide it real well. And then after you done showed them, and after you done told them, and after you done all of a sudden things going wrong, pay attention. Pay attention. Because somebody was never you. You just needed the keys. You just needed the pen to the notebook. You just needed the guidance. You needed the keys. It's the recipe. You needed the recipe to the madness. So God gave you the recipe to the madness because somebody, you already got the keys to heaven. So God gave somebody the keys or the recipe to the madness so that you can understand and overstand what was happening to you, what is happening to you. Because somebody, you already got the keys to heaven. You already do. You already got the keys. You got the keys. And before God gets ready to give you the door to take that key and unlock it, God said, I'm going to keep you in this room real quick, or this side real quick, just to show you you not crazy. Just to show you, yes, I was always here. Just to show you, yeah, they was playing with you. Just to show you, you ain't got to live like that. Just to show you, you are above all of that. Just to show you, baby, you know you could just walk right through this, right? You ain't got to speak to that person, hey, bye. You ain't got to interact in that clan, that clique. You know you could just walk straight to the door. You know you could just walk straight through. Y'all, think about how I want to put this in an analogy. Think about in a store, right? Because I was gonna use school, because in school people know you and people want to stop and talk and all of that, right, right, right. But think about like, and I'm gonna use both as an analogy, right? So think about like, this is how focused God wants you to be. When you go in a grocery store and it be a lot of people, and some of y'all, we get over like stimulated and we just want to get in and get out. That's what Spirit wants somebody, just get in, get out. Like, you to go get what you need to get the lesson, get the knowledge, get the wisdom that you need. Come on out. Now, come on out. Go get what I needed you to go get, because if I would never showed you, yeah, that's what happened to you. That's what they was doing. You would never know. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you so it never happens again, because I got somewhere you need to be, and these doors got to be closed. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. This door got to be closed. Okay. So Spirit is like, I'm gonna take you through this door to show you. It's like God is showing somebody your past life and your ancestors' past life, right? And for some of y'all, and you may not look at it like this, sometimes your past life literally is when you was 13. Literally when you was 20. Right? I know a lot of people don't look at it like that, but look, God is showing somebody your past life through a different scenario. But this time, as God is taking you through your past life, God is now giving you the recipe to how these people and energies and places, what they were doing to you. So now this time, you can come out clean. You could come out pure. You could come out with all of that craziness they tried to instill in you. You could come out purified and cleansed. There's somebody out there right now, you're beating yourself up for something someone else did to you and then tried to manipulate you to make you feel like you were the bad guy. Somebody was manipulated into things, into situations, tricked into things, into situations, thinking it was good for you because you were trusting this person and trusting that person and open with that person and da-da-da-da. They tricked you. And what did we say? This is how you was falling. You fell for it, right? You fell for it to get back up, right? This is why some of us kept falling and getting back up, falling and getting back, but you didn't know. And so you got to give yourself grace. You did not know. And because you did not know, now God is giving you the awareness to be able to make better decisions, to be able to be like, you know what? I don't want you in my life. That ain't fitting with where I'm trying to go. Now God is giving you the opportunity to say yes and to say no. Versus when you may have been a kid, you may have not had the opportunity to make decisions for your own. Right? Just think about this. Think about, Spirit want me to use the hood for an example, right? Think about living in the hood, right? And really ain't no jobs or nothing, woo-woo, right? And people are telling you, say for instance, you grew up in a household that got money how they got money, right? And y'all know what I'm saying. They got money how they got money, and it wasn't clean, it wasn't pure, it wasn't, and then you get older, and everybody around you was doing that. That's how they getting money. So now you grow up, even though you knowing that it's wrong, maybe you've tried other outlets, right? So, well, now I'm going to do this to try to get it. And then they see you paving a new path to get the money. And then they try to stop you or block you from getting your money like that in a clean way. Then try to push you back in the rat race. Then to tell you, no, this how you see, I told you, this how you got to get it. This the only way. But you hearing it from your uncle, you hearing it from your daddy, you hearing it from your brother, you hearing it from the people in the streets, you hearing it from your friends, you hearing it, right? And your environment is actually giving that energy off. So now what you feel like you gotta do? Oh well, if that's the only way to make money, let's get it. But whole time that was an illusion. Whole time that was a trick of the enemy. It was a trick of the enemy. And every time you will find a new way to get it, what they do? Try to block you, try to stop you. Anytime you will come up with a plan to clean it up, then what they'll do? Block you. They'll try to stop you. So you just it's like you gotta be mindful. Okay? And I'm gonna go back to the scenario on, remember we was talking about the grocery store, get in and get out. Now the other side to it is like, oh, let's think about high school. And you got all these people and you walking through. And it's the same thing, you walking through. But you got everybody trying to speak to you and talk to you while you trying to go to class and this and that. If you thought about every time you spoke to a person, right? Because that is an energy being opened up. Y'all think about every time somebody talked to you or came up to you, that's a door being opened. And you're actually walking through that door. Right? Say for instance with relationships. I'm picking up the song with Chris Brown. He say, I lost my way in another galaxy. It's I'm gonna play it a little bit. But it's my favorite song too, y'all. Anxiety. Don't let the pressure get to your head. We play for keeps. Don't let it go over your head. I think it's called 11:11, right? And in that song, no, it's not called 11:11. What is it called? It's called Angel Number 10. I knew it. It's called Angel Numbers 10 Toes, right? So look, I'm not gonna play it. He said, I lost my way somewhere in another. There you go. He said, I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Let me pull up the lyrics. He say, these memories end in tragedy. Look, all of these faces and all of these places, I didn't want to let you down. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics, y'all. But that's my song. Okay? 10 Toes, Chris Brown. Y'all, and y'all need to listen to this song on a spiritual level. Like, listen to this song on a spiritual level. He say, I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take, these memories end in tragedy. And think about you talking to somebody, y'all, and even like relationships. People want to get in relationships with you, friendships and stuff like that. And you know how these people can somehow like alter your reality. They come in your reality. And now for some of you, you living a life that they once lived, but the whole time they trying to live your life or drag you into their galaxy, into their world. What did I literally just say? And this song popped up in my head. Think about every person that you speak to or you let in your life, right? Think about you entering another galaxy. Think about you entering another world, another dimension, right? To the point where you lose yourself. Listen, he say, let I'm finna read it again, y'all. Because you got to think about it like this. He said, I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take. These memories and then tragedy. Meaning, every time you go in another galaxy, you meet a new friend, you get a boyfriend. And I'm not saying everybody is like this, but then it always in tragedy, right? 14444. Time step it. It say, in all of these places and all of these faces, I didn't want to let you down. And look, what did I just say? Think about every time you talk to somebody, he said all of these places, all of these faces. Meaning you could have had someone take you to somebody's house. And in that house, they got all of this craziness going on. Right? And then all of a sudden, you get yourself tied in the mix somewhere. Somehow, some way. Right? Then you got to see all of these faces, all of these places. Then it says, I didn't want to let you down. He said, in all of these mistakes of mine, I can't replace it. I got to move on somehow. What did I say? Someone stop beating yourself up. You didn't know. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Move on. It's okay. Let it go. Let these people go. Let these places go. Let these memories go. Okay? And then the song goes, healing energy on me. Baby, all I really need is one thing. Healing energy on me. Baby, can you make a wish for me? Healing energy on me. When it's 11:11, I need it. Okay? And then y'all gotta listen to the song because I don't want to keep reading the lyrics, but listen to the song because it's good and it's spiritual if you understand. Okay? It's spiritual. It is spiritual, y'all. So go listen to it. And if you feel it the way that I felt it, same thing with Kalani. Okay, some of y'all may need to go listen to Kalani. What is that song? That song popping up in my head right now. Kalani. What song is that? And this one of my greatest songs too, y'all. It's called dang, what is it? Freak. Kalani. Let me just put let me see. So definitely spelled CJLA. Hold on, y'all. What is it? And it's in my playlist somewhere too. She say something about no. What song is it? Y'all bear with me. Be patient, cause y'all need this. Hold on. Dang. Let me try it this way. Cause Spirit's telling me to try it this way. Y'all. If I can't find it, that's just gonna be for another time, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Cause I gotta stop saying that. Come on, y'all. We gotta get y'all this song. Then when it pop up, I'm gonna be like, oh. Somebody may need to listen. Okay, we might just wait, y'all. Cause Dang, and it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue, y'all. It's on the tip of my tongue. And I just feel like I have to give y'all the I have to tell y'all before I get off of here. Freak. I have to tell y'all. I have to tell you guys. Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna find it. Crazy. God dang. It's called CRZY. Oh my gosh. It's called CRZY Kalani. CRZY Kalani. Okay, crazy basically. Okay. Somebody, because you just know, like you know what you know. Okay? Um um go listen to this go listen to that song, okay? Somebody, because that's gonna somebody's gonna activate you. Like it's gonna put you in an activated energy. You get what I'm saying? To the point where it's like it's just gonna put you in an activated energy. Okay? Cause you know, like look, it's going to ground you. Confirmation. It's going to ground you. Okay? It says empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Okay? You're just going to know. Okay? You just gonna know. I see spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, piercing highs, white light, only the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay? The truth and nothing but the truth. Y'all, I apologize for so long, but y'all needed to know, like, the song popped up, so I really felt like I just needed to, you know, awakening in reverse, because I feel like this is something that they wanted to take away from you awakening to your truth, from you awakening to the truth, from you awakening to your higher self, from you awakening to who you truly are. Okay? Whew, protection. And what did I just say, y'all? You need to, somebody, you have been protected. Call back your power, cut the cord, so retrieve them. Okay? You've been protected. Like, and what did we just talk about, y'all? I literally just said, you've been protected. Okay? You've been protected this whole time. So it's like, now to know that you're protected, it's like, okay, let me walk fiercely, right? Let me walk stronger than ever. And a lot of the times, y'all, I'm telling you, if you feel like you in a sticky situation right now, I bet you, okay, 9 times out of 10, what God is doing, one is trying to get you away from certain people, places, and things before opening a door for you. But not only that, God wants you to understand and overstand what has happened, what is going on, so that you don't reopen. Once I give you this key to this heaven on earth, I need you not to go backwards. I'm getting the energy of, y'all know that story when they looked back and they turned into stone? Okay? Look back and turned into stone. That's how God, vanilla is significant. I'm smelling vanilla, y'all, and it's not the coffee. I'm smelling vanilla. Let me see something. Vanilla is significant. I'm smelling vanilla, honey. No, look, hold on, y'all. I'm finna do this right here with y'all. Okay. We finna look this up. Okay. Vanilla. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Okay, okay. That's funny. Powerpuff Girls is significant. Okay. And y'all know how bubbles is something about bubbles. Bubbles is popping up. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Okay. Something is about to get very good for you. Creamy. Vanilla, prosperity, luck, love, healing, vitality, happiness, beauty. Okay? What did I just say? Somebody, you're literally about to walk into a era of heaven on earth. Keep doing what you're doing. Literally listen to the guidance. I'm telling y'all, somebody, big on the listening to the guidance of God, y'all. Like, and some of y'all, most of it is cutting people off and meaning it and standing on it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Somebody, this is why it seems like that you get so close to something and then it's like it gets snatched. I wouldn't say it gets snatched away from you, but that's what it feels like. It feels like it gets snatched away from you. When that type of stuff happens, because rejection is protection, right? When that type of stuff happens to you, you got to ask who knew about it? Who knew? Who did I tell my business to? Because things are coming in. You have to walk away though. That's the thing. That is the thing. And it's just like, look, if you want to stay stuck or you want to move forward, that's just what it is. They're here for you, but you have to walk away. You're waiting, but you have to walk away. That's when a lot of things are going to heal. And for somebody, this is just the hardcore truth. This is just the hardcore truth. You have to walk away. I don't care how much you love this person. Place, thing, you have to walk away. And you will know when it's time to. You will know when you need to. It is not, and then you will really know because it'll scream at you. Or you will find some sort of calm and peace to it. And if you ever felt like you letting something or someone go and you get like a pep in your step or you just feel relieved, you feel good about it, yes, you made the right decision. Because somebody's spirit is saying this is why a lot of things have been unbalanced for you. Or you feel like things are not happening the way that you knew them to happen for you because of who or what you're connected to. They are the block. Because God is saying for somebody, they cannot sit with you. They have been the ones doing work on you. They can't sit with you. We don't need no Judases. We learning from Jesus. We're learning. We're elevating. We're ascending. Okay? No Judases. They cannot have a seat at the table. They cannot enter heaven with you. It's just what it is. Because that heaven is your world. It's not theirs. For some of you, these people are in darkness and they don't care. They don't want to change. They're not trying to change, but they're going to continue trying to convince you that they are, so that you can let them in, so that because you letting them in is not never going to happen. Because you got to understand what heaven is tied to. Heaven is tied to God. Heaven on earth is tied to God. And God's going to say no every time. So for some of you, this is why you're the light in darkness. one of the reasons why you're the light in darkness. And if they could, they would keep you there because you're someone's hope. But they love that darkness and they're not looking to change. You're someone's light and they're not looking to change. But they're going to continue trying to manipulate you that they are. And they're not. Somebody, you need to know this. These people not changing. What do I say? They love this darkness. This is somebody, for some of you, these are people that love to gossip, love to talk. And it's dark. Okay, let me tell you, spiritual guys, angels, Jesus, peace, I like, oh, the truth, love, but true, look. Now, oh, baby. Somebody, when you talk to certain people, you just be like, oh my God, like, you be like, oh, I don't want to hear this. Like, I really don't want to hear, like, if you feel like that, run, not for a day, if you ever feel like that, get the freak away, y'all. Close that door. Because this also has a lot to do with the distractions. You ever thought about why people tell you all the bad things? Why people tell you all the dark things? Yeah, some people just need to vent whatever, get off their chest, because they feel like you're someone they can confine in. But you want to know why other people do it? Because they're trying to sprinkle it in your world. They're trying to bind you to what they're going through. And then all of a sudden, you may just go through what they just went through. You ever thought about that? You ever notice that you just went through what somebody else went through, or you going through what somebody else was going through, and you wasn't even just going through that? But all of a sudden now you're tied to it? Pay attention. Pay attention. You wasn't even having money issues, but all of a sudden you just was connected to somebody who had money issues, and all of a sudden you have money issues. 222. Pay attention. And then all of a sudden, you was just happy. And then all of a sudden, now that you got money issues, they're happy. Think about the reverse of it all. Come on, man. You pay attention. Pay attention. And this is why they're trying to distract. Because you are paying attention. And what I'm picking up here for somebody, it's something that God is about to reveal to you. And whatever this is, God is about to reveal to you is about to be, I heard mustard seed. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to bring divine order. It's going to bring order. You know, we just seen 1, 2, 3, 4. This mustard seed. God is about to reveal something to somebody. And it's going to blow your mind. Keep it to yourself. Don't say nothing. This is going to be a secret key. It's only between you and God. And whatever this is, this key that you get, it's about to unlock what they tried to lock up and throw away. They tried to keep you and they tried to hide it from you. This is something that these people try to hide from you. This is what they did not want to come out. And whatever this is, It's about to unlock something very extravagant for you. And it's going to give you this like epiphany. And it's like going to shatter everything that was once told to you, done to you, everything that you knew or thought was like, how can I say? It's something where these energies or these people try to insert this one thing in your life to make something a thing that was happening, to make something be true in your life. And it's like God is about to reveal to you that was an illusion. That's not true. But this truth is like, you know how like I'm trying to look for the perfect example. You know how like, right, lies. It's lies, right? But it's deeper than just that. Like it's something you thought something really did or was supposed to go this way, or something it does happen this way. Like you thought something was a part of the algorithm and it's not. This was like, you got to think about a computer, and you know how somebody downloads things on the computer or whatever. This was a download, like in a sense of someone tried to insert this on your database. They tried to imprint this on your database, but it's not true, and it could be deleted at any given time. But this is someone that tried to make this a part of your world, and it's about to be deleted. But God is going to tell you first. Ooh, baby, whoever you are, keep this to yourself. This is between you and God. Hold it tight. Because somebody, you about to have all them keys. And little by little, as you've been going on this path of your journey, you've been getting this key, that key. You the janitor. You the one that can open all the doors. You can open up all the doors. Yep, this is going to help things move forward for you swiftly. This is going to help things move forward for you. Spiritual guides, angels, answers, appears in high court, like only I command the truth, nothing but the truth. Yep, you about to see something so clearly. This is like, whatever this is, it's going to, you know, all of that falling and getting back up energy, falling, hey, you did. He's a brick house. Okay? It can't nothing shake you. Ain't nothing gonna be able to shake you. Ain't nothing gonna be able to move you. Literally. Somebody, you're literally about to realize, dang near everything was an illusion around you. But how God is about to reveal this to you, because it's something or some things very specific. You about to get the key. Yes, you are. You about to get the key. Okay, look, the devil. It's like some kind of manipulation. What did I say, y'all? This devil energy is about to be released. All of this manipulation is about to be released. All of that stuff you was carrying, felt like you had to carry, or was on your back, or weighed on you, or whatever the case, the thoughts in your head, it's about to be released. Somebody think about the Truman Show. Somebody go watch the Truman Show. And you know how like it was people watching him on TV, and then you know how like the world was created for him. It was about him, and it was like this loop. And then when he tried to get out of the matrix, they tried to stop him. They made it rain. They did all of this, and he kept going and kept going and kept going. And he hit the end of the thingy and realized the world was fake. The world they trapped him in or had him in was fake. And then he actually met the energy that was playing God. He met the energy that was playing God. And for some of you, there's this song by like Blast, right? And he says something like, don't disrespect my program, right? And whoever this person is that was trying to play God, or these people is that was trying to play God in your life, they're mad. Like the God in the Truman Show that was playing God, he wasn't upset. In a sense, he was kind of like happy. But I feel like the other energy for you, collected, the other energies that was trying to play God in your life is upset. And they're like, don't disrespect my program. I'm gonna try to find it, y'all. He say something in the song like, don't disrespect my program. Somebody's mad about that because somebody tried to play God in your life, and you've gotten out of this, and they kept trying to put you back in. Right? You done got out so many times, and then they kept trying to put you back in, kept trying to put you back in, and then you get what I'm saying? It's like they was blocking this avenue, that avenue for you, that avenue for you. I think it's Blast. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I think it's called. It's Blast and Bino. I don't know how to say the last name, but it's called Program. Blast, BLXST. Okay. Okay. But somebody's mad. Somebody's mad because they feel like you disrespecting a program. Okay. And they literally, it could be the president. God dang it. You could literally have um people in these high positions, y'all, that's watching you for real. You could have celebrities that's watching you. Like you could literally have Trump watching you. And they mad. Like it's certain people out here that's mad because you know the truth. And they like, oh, you giving everybody the keys. You telling them the truth. You disrespecting the program. Somebody, you got some pastors that are mad at you because they feel like you know too much, and then you got the nerve to be going and telling people what we doing. The veil is thin. Okay? And what they say, first of all, these people, they might have should have kept your name out their mouth. That's probably because you know God say, all right, they want to come and slander and spill lies on your name. All right, we just gonna let the truth be told. Truth be told. Okay, they should have minded their business is. Maybe they truth wouldn't have been exposed. Maybe they should have minded their business. Guys say, okay, you want to try to destroy their character, you want to try to do this, okay, defamation of character, you want to try to do all of that, huh? All right, we just gonna tell the truth about your program. We're just gonna tell the truth. Okay? We're gonna tell the truth. We're just gonna expose it. Why not? Okay, then we'll see who really cares about the people. And it's crazy because all of these people that's saying that they care about the people, that's who it is, y'all. That's who it is. Oh, the government say we care about the people. Oh, we're making these laws to show that we care for you guys. Get up out of here. Same thing. These pastors. Oh, I'm letting you know that why care? I love you. Get out of here. Okay? Who else? Who else? Who else we gotta, you know? And not everybody's the same, no. You feel me? I came across a lady video and I didn't know this the other day. And she was saying how Trump didn't even run for office and he was forced to be president and all this other stuff or whatever. And he said he didn't even run for office and they just put him up in there. And she was just saying something like, yeah, because don't nobody want to be president because it's too messy. No, these people don't want to be president because they know what the heck going on up there. They know what's going on in these streets. Even Trump said, go look at the video where Trump talked about this land is the chosen land. Okay? If Trump out there telling the truth like that, y'all, warning comes before destruction. And what did he say? He said, give them their shit. Give them their shit. Because y'all don't know. It could be a lot of stuff they're going through behind the scenes and seeing. And they're understanding and overstanding why it's happening. It's because what you guys are doing. So they know. You know what I'm saying? They just bank on us not knowing, you know? But we definitely need them reparations. Because I'm going to tell you this. Land, and I know people know this, should not be taxed upon. You should be able to go find you some land where it's not occupied and build you a house. Or you should be able to go find a house that is unoccupied and live in it. You should be able to go buy you land. No, not buy you land. I scratched that. You should be able to go get land, have your own land, simply as long as it is unoccupied. Meaning there's no house, right? No one is living there. You should be able to sit your booty there. It's just like, say for instance, you go to the park and you go find you an empty space where nobody, you should be able, you get what I'm saying? You should be able to do that. You should be able to do that to a house. Okay, this house has been vacant for like 5 years or so. I've never seen nobody in and out. When y'all look at bandos, you should be able to see that the house is unoccupied. Nobody lives there, and you should be able to go occupy that property with no trouble, with no nothing. Okay? But how they're doing it is so wrong. God literally, y'all, gave us fruits, everything that grows from the ground, herbs, healing medicine from mother. Okay? And look what they're doing. They're sitting here enslaving people and tricking people to make it seem like you gotta go work to live. And y'all know a lot of Masons and some Eastern Stars and a lot of some of these people that's in these organizations, y'all, ain't gotta pay for nothing. They can go get it, want a house and go get it. Because they know the truth. This is why the world pushes us so much in fear. Because just like you a man, I'm a man. Just like you a woman, I'm a woman. If I know the truth, because who gives you the authority to say, oh, the presidency is real? Why? Because you police the streets. And they use the police as a fear tactic too. But as soon as you take off that badge, you're a regular person. Why? Because of these organizations? Because you guys have instilled in us or tried to make it seem like you have authority in this world? To trick you, to use the court systems, to use police to unlawfully and unwillingly put people behind freaking bars? Who are you? And this is real. You have no true jurisdiction. You have no true authority to do that. And then not only that, y'all don't see them putting people that be SAing people and really out here KILLing people. You don't really see them putting them type of people behind bars. They put a lot of what? Chosen seeds, star seeds, people that have natural gifts behind that. Why? Because they're scared. Every action has a reaction. You do something to somebody, do you not think they're going to defend themselves? And they get scared. But let's be honest. They have no true authority. And they bank on people finally getting up and realizing, like, hold on. Just because y'all said it is an office and it's president. When you go to different countries, that's why people say it's good to travel. Because when you go out the country, they ain't got all of that over there. Some of them places, they doing whatever the freak they want to do. You know why they started police in the streets? And this is why it's good to know your history, to go back in time. Because at a point in time, this is why so-called gangs were created, was to protect the streets, was have protection, to protect the children, to protect the mothers, to make sure the community was good. But nowadays, they're using witchcraft. Nowadays, they're using it to trap people, bind people, have power over people, try to have authority, to have some kind of control. Because they don't feel, whatever it is, they don't feel powerful. They're like, and it just be so weird because why we can't live free? Because you can. But not everybody needs to know this stuff. Not everybody wants it. So you can't force it. This is why sometimes you be asking people like, dang, how you doing? When you really ask a millionaire, true billionaire, trillionaire, it's probably more billionaires and trillionaires out here that you know. But a lot of them probably tucked off, ducked off, whatever the case is. Off the grid. Because this world don't matter, y'all. What they're trying to get you to focus on doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And they're trying to keep you in this rat race. And because not everybody truly wants it and not everybody's going to truly understand it, and because you do you know God will free you? Stop trying to bring everybody. Stop trying to help everybody. Stop wasting your breath. Like how I get over here and I talk, that's cool, you know? But when you physically be trying to help people, you know, if God give you a message, you get on here, just say the message, leave it alone. And whoever gonna grasp, they gonna grasp. This is why they try to build so much fear. This is why fear is one of their main priorities, when peace should be the priority. When all of us being good should be the priority. But here's the thing, y'all. Not everybody wants that. So live your life. Live your life. All of that stuff, they want us to, oh, well, you got to be there for this person and that person. Da, 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 da. No, you don't. To be there for you. That's the number one priority, is you. You are your number one priority. Now, if God guides you to go do for this person and that person, okay, so be it. But if, like, it don't, y'all, it don't matter. We almost at 2 hours. Y'all, look, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't. It don't. It don't. Spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, appears in the highest white light, only the truth and nothing but the truth. It don't, y'all. The star again. Okay? Somebody, as things start to heal, you're not going to want to say much. Like, and it's crazy because when you really go talk to a billionaire and a millionaire, they'll tell you, like, a real one, a true one, you know, that has really experienced life, and they'll say, like, they won't even say too much, because not only have they been through a lot, but it doesn't matter. Like, people truly don't want freedom. Some people really don't want that. They love being stuck. They love being trapped. They love the drama. They love, and it feeds their ego, y'all. But those of you that truly want it, God will free you from it. But we have certain things to do. And one of them is letting go of people. It's for real, letting go. Because say, for instance, God wanted to take you to a secret location. But, like, this secret location was only for you. And God, like, I can't take you to this secret location yet because you still connected to this person, that person. And it's like, think about a secret, right? Like I said, a secret location. That person wanting to be outside, wanting to bring people to the location, they'll slip up and say something. Right? They'll want to be outside. But it's like God is wanting somebody to know, like, I can show you how really good it get. But somebody just want to be, like, on the front lines. Like, it's like they want attention. Like, somebody want attention so bad. Okay? Let me see, y'all. Let's get a few more. But yeah, Sisterhood of the Rose. Okay? Protection. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess, mystic, and teacher. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something. I feel like there's a lot of celebrities that ain't dead. But I feel like they didn't found out the cheat code. And they no longer want to be here. Like, and not saying no longer want to be here, but, like, they don't want to be seen anymore. And y'all, I'm right with them. Like, you know, in a sense of don't want to be seen as far as like I'm done with living the fake life. When you know how life is supposed to be. When you know how life is supposed to be. Because other countries, like some countries, y'all, in other places, I'm telling you, if you go like deeper far in, because like it's like, I don't know, it's and they probably don't talk about it, but it is some places that actually live the way God wants us to live. Like, if you find free land, you could live there, you could be there, and nobody would care. And I know it's places out here that's like that. Because if you go off the grid, they not paying for land. Think about that, y'all. You go off they not paying for land. They're not. And yes, there is ways, because you don't need no law to teach you or to tell you to protect your land. You don't need a law to tell you that you can or you cannot. It's simply like back in the day. When you go back in the day, it was none of that. And they protected their land. No trespassing. Now you can go over there where we ain't occupying it. But if we occupying this and we don't know you, now I'm picking up the song Chosen by Blast. Girl, you chosen, fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's a right? In that song, he says something like, if we don't know him, he cannot get in. Meaning, if we don't know who you is, oh, you got to get off this land. You got to go. If we don't know who you are. Protecting yours. And then all of a sudden they came up with presidents and all of that stuff. Yeah, you had certain people, you know, where it's like you had the main person that kept everything copacetic back in the day when they had their own lands and stuff like that. Of course you had like a chief or something that kept everything copacetic. But everybody had a say so. Everybody had, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody had like some kind of contribution. And everybody put in work to harvest, to crop, to grow. And they made sure that their land was good. They made sure their people was fed, and they lived life and connected with nature, connected with mother. It was no extra. They raised their children. It wasn't all of this extra stuff. Their jobs was to feed, to harvest crops, that's it. To make sure everything was in line. Everything was flowing. It's giving Moana, but it's also giving what is it? Pocahontas. It's giving Pocahontas. Mm-hmm. Oh, spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, look, unbind. Look. I can never make this up. You have protection again, and then unbound. Release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. trust your path. And that's all somebody you got to do. That's all you got to do is trust and walk through that door. Trust it. Trust it and walk through that door. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So say, for instance, you had somebody that came up to you right now and was like, look, I know a place, such and such, woo woo. Right? You can live free. Like, you don't gotta, like, we know you understand this. But the key is to keep it a secret. The key is not to say nothing to nobody. And say, for instance, you do feel like there's somebody that know what you know, or whatever the case, come let us know, because we don't need no infiltrators. We don't need the stuff that happened in the past to happen again, because we'll set this motherfucker off. If somebody came up to you and said, let's go, we got you, like, you made it. Like, you made it. What you doing? What are you doing? And they tell you, like, okay, you gotta lead this. Like, if you got a job, you gotta leave your job. You got certain people you around, they say, you gotta leave them behind too. Only the people that know what we know can come. Like, say, for instance, you could bring one other person. What are you doing? What are you gonna do? Because I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, baby, I know what I'm gonna do. Look, the ever unfolding rose, it says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Y'all, we almost at 2 hours. Look now, it says take a break. That's what I'm saying, because all of this working hard and having to do this and do this, all an illusion. It's all an illusion. It is. And of course, there are some people, when they find out you're not scared, I had one person tell me this before one time. Oh, you not scared, huh? I'm looking at this man like, what are you talking about? He wanted me to be scared for real. And he was like, oh, you not scared, huh? So your plan was to scare me then. Your plan was to try to intimidate me. That's what it was, huh? And these places, like, especially, like, say, for instance, you got a job. And say, for instance, you moving how God wants you to move. You're not moving how they want you to move, but you're doing everything right as far as company-wise, right? But you're not doing or moving how they want you to move. You're not scared. You're not intimidated by their authority that they have in the company, because they have no authority over you, but just in the company, respecting the positions, right? And when you do that, some people don't like that you move at the sound of your own drum. And so they try to threaten you, right? They try to attack you. They do this and they do that. Yeah, the answers you need are coming. Surrender to the divine, okay? And what did I just say? Y'all, some of y'all, God is about to reveal what's this just hiding in there. Break the chain. I'm telling you. You're about to get the answer to something. Okay? Surrender. All you gotta do is just surrender. And it's something about just let go. Just let go. The answers you need are coming. Just let go. Look, it's time to take action. And with this energy, with it's time to take action, I'm picking up the energy of these people that, you see the bull horns, these people that's trying to bum rush you. Right? These people that's trying to distract you, come at you. They like, it's time to take action. Right? Spirit, you guys, angels, ancestors, the peace in the heart. It's a pink card in here, y'all. We're going to see. Yep. It's time to release negativity. Literally, certain people, places, things. It's time to release that. Let me see what this pink card is, y'all. Because it ain't supposed to be in here. And nothing happens by coincidence. Look. Council of the Light. It says, divine orchestration, helpers in the sublit realm. I'm telling you. And what have we all been talking about? God has been with you the whole time. You are so, 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 so protected. You are so protected. And they know. Like, the Ascended Masters, they know, God know, okay, well, I didn't create this world for you to be trapped in it. Like, or for you to live for these people. Like, you know how a company, right, and you work for their company, God said, I didn't create you to keep their shit up. I didn't create you to do all of that. So here's you guys. Oh, another pink card, y'all. Hold on now. What's this one say? Mirror. Okay, who or what is triggering you? And what did I say? Those of you that get in that energy of, oh, I'm not trying to, I don't want to hear this. You're dreading calling somebody, or you're dreading answering that phone. You just dreading this. God said, look, let it go. You don't want nothing to do with certain people, let it go. Okay, spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, appears in the house. Like, nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, what is this? Nothing is, yeah, what do you need to, yes, boom. And what have I been saying? Nothing is yet set in stone, because there is something or someone you need to release. It's like, what do you need to release? And for some of you, I keep picking up this energy. Every time you release somebody or certain people, places, and things, you let them back in. But I feel like it's like they keep knocking at your door. It's like you close the door, you lock the door, and then just think about somebody just continuously knocking at your door. And think about these knocks at your door as like them pulling on your energy. Okay? And then you just like finally give in, and it's like, God, like, dang, why did you do that? We was just finna go here, like, and you go back to the, you know, and somebody, that's what's happening, or you're ending that cycle of re-letting people back in. You're ending that cycle of letting people back in. You are good enough. Yes, you are. And for somebody, I'm picking up this energy with this, you are good enough, is like, you have the freedom. You are good enough for freedom. Like, remember we was talking about secret societies and this and that, I feel like there are people out there, you know, that could have wanted to take you in, or whatever the case is, right? And there could have been some people in this group that was like, no, like, and they're realizing, or someone is now realizing, like, they have always been good enough, you know? They've always been good enough, and you are good enough to be free and to live free. To have that freedom. You are good enough to be free. It's you. It's not, and it's something about like somebody you feel like you got to put in the work and put in the work and put in the work. And Spirit is like, no, it's just you. Like, you are good enough. You just being you is good enough. You know? Hold your vision. If you want the freedom, you can have it. If you want it, you can have it. Look, a new start is coming. I'm telling you. Y'all, I cannot make this up. A new start is here. A new start is coming. I literally cannot, I cannot make this up. And I've been saying it. It doesn't matter. What you thought mattered didn't. And it's given the energy of like keeping up with the Joneses. You know, some people, it's like, oh, they don't have the new iPhone, or, and collective, you're the type of person that you don't care. Like, you honestly don't care. Like, you don't care. You like, as long as I got a phone to talk to, or talk on, or to dial, I'm good. And you got people around you that's very materialistic. And for some of you, you probably can get it. You probably can buy it. And you choose not to. Because you just like, it's not that serious. Like, it's not that serious. You know? It's not that serious. What else here, Spirit? Truth and nothing but the truth. Yep, your hard work is paying off. Okay? Prosperity lies ahead, y'all. I could never make it up. I'm giving this energy, I'm getting this energy of like, for somebody, it's time to rest. You did the work. You did what God asked you to do. You went to the places God asked you. You know the truth. Now it's here. Okay? I'm feeling like somebody, you're going to have the option or the opportunity to, you're either going to have the opportunity to go off grid, or you can stay and help build new things, things that will help other people. Some of you are going to have the opportunity where you can go off grid and still have your hand in certain things, right? It's possible, it can happen. Somebody, you're going to have like options to do something. Okay? Because for some of you, it is you are meant to speak the truth. You are meant to help in some way, shape, or no form. Somebody, you may own a farm one day, and you may be the one that freaking grows fruits and veggies that's actually pure and actually put them in the store. Right? It's like living in the world but not of it. Right? Somebody, you're going to be living like that. You're still going to be here, but you're not going to be of the world. You'll be like a big dog. But to you, it's just like bringing peace, bringing balance. Okay? Yep, believe in the impossible, y'all. Yep, believe in the impossible. Because it's here. And it can happen. But Spirit is saying this is why it's these people. And every time you get rid of certain people, it's like, here comes somebody else trying to be your friend. And somebody, you just at the point where it's like, I don't care for friends anymore. Like, people think I'm crazy because I'm like that. It's like, I don't care for that stuff no more. Like, I don't, you know? Like, I'm so content with myself and I'm so at peace with me. And when you've gone through what I've gone through, or even worse, and you find peace and you find your way out of certain things, and you like your love, when you understand your value too, on top of that, you say no to a lot of things. People, places. You do. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there, y'all. Y'all take what y'all need to take, leave the rest, and until next time, much love.